Interested in relationship and psychology videos? Well, obviously, because you clicked on this one. And this video is all about how to make girls think about you non-stop. And you're probably thinking, Anna, why do I want to know this? Well, let me tell you, my friend. The more a girl thinks about you, the more attraction she builds, the more she likes you, the more likely you can have a date with her. So if you have a certain lady in mind and you want them to really ramp up the attraction towards you, well, this is the video for you. Tip number 1, you need to let her miss you. If you already text her good morning and you reply to her messages quickly, well, add a delay instead. Do not be the one that messages first. Instead, let her do the chasing. Because the more they think, I have to keep chasing him so that he realizes the attraction I have, the more they will think about you. So remember, you have to keep a sense of mystery so that they think you like them, but they aren't 100% sure. So they have to keep giving you more attention to try and figure out if you do like them or not. Do not give away your day plans. If a girl knows what you are up to during the day, for example, you post pictures on social media or you text her throughout the day and let her know, she will kind of lose that attraction. So instead, reveal less about how you spend your day. Now, this works because it sends a signal to the woman that you have a busy life, you are a go-getter who likes to live in the moment because you're obviously not using your phone. And this creates attraction because she's wondering, what is he up to? Who is he with? And also remember, women want someone who is driven and has a purpose. Now, if you are driven to have an amazing day, that's a plus. If you have a purpose to go out and do something to make money, that's also a plus. So let her think, what is he doing and who is he with? This tip I love, and that is to be mysterious. Do not give away too much about your life. Let her slowly learn more and more about you over time by asking you the questions first. If she says something, don't feel you have to add in your experience. Wait for her to ask you. Now, don't feel you have to answer those questions straight away as well. Take it up a notch and say, wow, that's just a long story for me to explain. But you know what? I will tell you more about it on our second date. This next one had to be included because it's just a modern day practice now, and that is limit your messaging. Texting and calling should only be used to arrange the date. Yes, it's really nice to keep in touch with someone and receive some cute memes, I get it. But if you get into the habit of a 3-hour-long phone call and those back and forth messages where you have a conversation but you just cling on to each other and you don't want to end it, then you are running the risk of her thinking, wow, I talk to this person all the time, I'm exhausted, I need a break, I need some downtime. Remember, your goal is to end that communication when you have built attraction so that the attraction is just deadbolt here at this level and the girl wants more, so she approaches you more. And the more attraction you build and the more you can cut off that communication, the more she's going to think about you. Make the dates shorter. If you have been on a date with a lady and things are going great, this is a tip for you. When you guys are hanging out together, you obviously want the day and the night to never end. Perhaps, yes, you would like to stay out past 10 o'clock, hit the bar for drinks until 2 a.m. and stay the night that rolls into staying over for the whole weekend. But the power of cutting things short when they are good keeps her wanting more of you, therefore letting her miss you as much as possible in the good moments. You do not want her to get too comfortable with you that she is checking her phone thinking, oh, I could go home now and put my pajamas on. You don't want her to want to leave. So when things get good, cut the date short so that she's thinking, wow, I have to make another day with this person. Compliment her. The right compliment will play over and over in her head. Now, the best compliments are those that is something where she has full control over. So yes, that means do not compliment her looks. As much as you feel she would appreciate it, she wouldn't. She would rather you complimented on her hair, her handwriting, or how she speaks clearly. Now, this shows that you've really taken interest in her and she will absolutely love it. Show an interest. When you guys are together, make that connection a little bit more intimate. Ask her questions that spark conversations. Now, if you are struggling for what to say, don't worry. We do have a video dedicated to questions you can ask a girl that you like. So you want her to carry on talking about herself, and you show intimacy by verbally nodding like this, and saying, and you want to look interested and ask her to explain more or give examples. And then she will walk away thinking about you often because you have shown how sweet, intimate and kind you are. And I promise she will go to her friends and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. This person asked me this and then they were so interested when I told them about this. Oh, this person's amazing. Touch her, but not too much. Build attraction by touching her as soon as you can at the start of a date, but not in an intrusive way, or a high five will not count. When she makes you laugh, you can touch her on the arm, or you can offer to pull the seat out and touch her back as she sits down. Now, if you only do this once or twice around her in one single date, believe me, she will think about it all night and she will tell her friends. So make sure she goes to her friends and says, wow, they touched my back when I sat down and when they opened the door, and oh my god, I just had the goosebumps all over my body. Instead of her saying, they just kept touching me all night and I found it really creepy and there will never be a second date. Now, the reason for this is because you have broken that boundary. You have basically taken it up a notch and said, I find you attractive, I'm going to touch you, and I hope this is okay. And that sounds really weird, but you know it makes sense. So only do this a couple of times, because if you do it too much, you run the risk of coming across as a creep.